We are excited and delighted to be joined by Vikings defensive lineman Harrison Phillips. Let's hear it for him.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Harrison, now, you'll probably find this different. I'm probably one of the few media members you'll talk to that understands the game of football. I played the game. I played both sides, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, okay? I played Coon Rapids Athletic Association football. That's when they split it into lightweights and heavyweights, and I was one.
This is in the 60s?
Yeah, this is it. That's it. This is it. 67, 68, 69. And back in the tough guy days when we had leather helmets and no face masks, and I played both sides of the ball, not just defense. I was a precise route running, sure-handed pass catching tight end, and a fierce pass rushing, rocket Gibraltar run stopping defensive lineman, just like yourself. And I used to, I was pretty good at run blocking too. Do you want to try to get around me?
I think I checked with the Vikings. It's probably a liability that you might sue them and things like that.
Well, you're not. I won't hurt you. I promise.
Oh, that's not what we're worried about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're from Omaha.
Yes, sir.
Omaha. When you hear that, when Manning used to do that, did it make you think your hometown?
Yeah, I think it made us feel at home a little bit, put us on the map, maybe.
Yeah, Omaha. My boy is on his way back from Lincoln right now. He's going to the University of Nebraska. He's a Cornhusker.
Yeah. Still, I follow them quite a bit. You know, I know that they just got a new head coach, so hopefully they can start winning some more games here. You
didn't go to Nebraska though. You must be pretty smart. You went to Stanford.
Yeah, I faked it pretty good. And, I think through the recruiting process, Nebraska was obviously high on the radar. They were a little late to the party. If they had offered me earlier, I probably wouldn't have looked at many other places to go.
Really? You would have went there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But when I had went out to Stanford and fell in love and saw the academic thing and what they were doing on the field is where I think they were number 4 in the country when I committed there. And, I didn't know how much of a possibility making it to the NFL was going to be, and I wanted to make sure that my plan B was going to be set in stone if I needed to use it.
What did you think your chances were, honestly, when you first went to? Did you go, I think I'm going to play in the NFL, or go, well, we'll see, it's a coin flip?
I think once I got there, I think there was a really good chance.
Okay.
But it was kind of the unknown. I was in Nebraska. I was playing, offensive linemen or tight ends that probably looked like you, I guess, when you were playing. So I was a man amongst boys, and I didn't really know what the big boys were like. So when I got to Stanford, seen what these 5-star, 4-star recruits were and stuff, and realized that I could hold my own, I kind of had that conversation saying, hey, I know if I work my ass off, I got a pretty good chance at this thing.
Well, you got to be pretty bright to go to Stanford. So what was your grade point average?
In high school?
Yeah.
I was like a 4.0 student,
wow.
I think, and
nice.
We had a lot of AP classes, so I took as many AP classes as you could. My parents really instilled us at an early age how important education was, and then got to Stanford and really flourished there.
Did you have an ACT score?
Yeah, I think I was a 33.
God, 33. Now, my boy plays hoops. He's a senior, but he's not going to play. He's vertically challenged like his dad, so he's not going to play college ball. He had a 4.2 weighted and a 32 on the ACT. Pretty bright kid.
That's pretty good. So where's he going to go?
He wants to go to Madison. I don't know why he wants to go to Wisconsin of all places. Because he's not a party kid, at least that I know of, right? He's hiding from dad if he's doing all right.
Oh, he will be once he goes there.
Well, that's it. That's the problem. You lose yesterday. Fans are quick on and off the bandwagon. I mean, I'm not completely off. I mean, like if of the good ship Viking, I got my life jacket on now just in case. But how do you, as a player, after you have a game where obviously this wasn't the best game you guys have played all year, how do you guys feel when you're coming back? Do you don't have a lot of time to dwell on it, right?
Yeah, another short week, so similar to what happened the last time that we lost there before Thanksgiving. So kind of an added benefit there. We get to get right back into the work week tomorrow, start our preparation on the Colts this week. But, yeah, obviously it's tough. You want to win as many games as you can in this league, and knowing the opportunity that was left on the table for us there, what a cool way to clinch the division there at their place would have been awesome. But, this is a league where we got a very good team that we just saw. Every single one of these teams in the NFL, you see the scores every week. It can kind of happen to anybody. And so, like you mentioned, we aren't playing our best football yet. We're extremely humbled and excited to get back out there and get, grind, get that grit back in the team and have a great opportunity to come out on Saturday and win one back at our stadium.
You're a part of the defensive unit. The numbers are there. The defense has not been playing very well as of late. They've been giving up a lot of yards. I think it's 400 yards last five games in a row, which is a franchise record. They're moving the ball pretty well. What can a team, when you're and it's a new system, it's a 3-4. A lot of guys I don't think have been playing the 3-4. But is there still time to make changes and improve, or is it schemes? Is it effort? Is it the competition? A combination of all that? What is it where the defense hasn't been playing as well? What can they do to get it to the point where it needs to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think that to answer your first question there's always ways to improve and continue to get better through the season. I think that's where teams separate themselves, come down the stretch here, playing good football in November and December and into January. We have a lot of great guys on our team, and there's a lot of hidden yardage in those things that aren't as talked about, I guess. But we're always looking about ways to get better, and the number one indicator of winning a football game is the turnover margin, and so that's the number one thing that we preach. And
2 games in a row without a turnover now, I think.
Is that what
I think it's 2 games in a row you haven't had a turnover.
Yeah.
And that is true. I mean, Eric Kendricks, your teammate, mentioned it. He said, we got to get the ball to turnover. We have to take possessions away from them and give our offense a chance to capitalize on those.
Yeah, and I think 4th down stops can kind of count as turnovers as well. But, we're definitely always looking for ways that we can get better and come in with that humble approach that we want to continue to have a growth mindset, that we're going to be a better version of ourselves than whatever time we take out on the grass the next time.
I know you got to go because you have to sign autographs and meet and greet people here. But one last question for you. Other side of the ball, but Justin Jefferson is having a year like really nobody's ever seen. He had set a franchise record for a regular season game with yardage in a game at 223. Seems like every week he keeps topping himself. Must be fun to watch it on the sideline.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, he's been doing some absolutely impressive, crazy thing, and I think they even said that he might have scored that touchdown on that really long one, might have stayed in bounds and stuff there too. So that it's very impressive, and sometimes I just shake his hand and look at him and just be like, man, thank you for being you. And it's incredible to have you as a teammate, and I can't wait to see what we can do down the stretch with him.
Could you do the gritty if you had to?
Yeah.
You could. I can see that.
Life or death situation or something like that.
I might call you Twinkle Toes from now on.
Yeah,
Thanks.
maybe.
Let's hear it for Harrison Phillips. Soon to be big game world champion Minnesota Vikings. He'll be here for a while signing autographs and such like that. And again, we do appreciate you dropping by and sharing your time with us. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
There you go, Harrison Phillips. So there you go.